Hello out there in internet land, and welcome once again to
First Russell, then Grub.
And here we are with a new cereal. Yes. Sour Patch Kids, the cereal. I'm really not sure how that flavor is really going to go together as a cereal. I mean, they're fine as a candy, but yeah. Oh, and they have ad-libs on the back. Cute. Sour then sweet, it says. Well, they certainly look colorful and new. But let's try the original first. Got myself a pack of actual Sour Patch Kids, and it's been years since I've actually had a real Sour Patch Kid, so let's give it a go. Oh, that's good. That takes me back. Oh. For some reason, I remembered them being a little bit more gummy bear texture, but this is really more a little bit somewhere between a gummy bear and a jelly bean kind of texture. Very sweet. Of course, it's coated in sugar. It's funny how it says it's sour and then it's sweet, and it's really more of a blending of the two. First sour. That only if I maybe sucked on it, but yeah, I'm just going to eat it. Thank you very much. Now, since these are already pretty darn good, it might have set my expectations really high for this, so well, let's open it up and see what we have, shall we? Alright, let's open it up. Of course, I pre-opened it. I didn't smell it or really look at it, but I opened it up because it's easier that way. Oh, they're tiny. Look at them. Look at them. They're tiny. Oh, that is very reminiscent of Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, they're tiny. Well, let's pour them out. Get this side a little bit more open. Come on. There you go. They're stuck in there. Maybe all the sugar is cementing them together. Jeez, they really don't want to come out of there. Come on. You're a good ball, damn you. Yeah. Alright, now the milk. Although I will try some dry in a minute here. Plenty, I think. Just enough to get it wet. Alright, let's try it. Alright, but before we forgot my spoon. Movie magic. Now, before we actually dig in, let's see what these actually taste like dry out of the box. Now that is interesting. It doesn't entirely taste like Sour Patch Kids. It's kind of like Fruit Loops with a little bit of that sour flavor from the Sour Patch Kids. Of course, you kind of expect it to translate like that. They're so tiny. I didn't expect them to be so tiny. If you compare the size to the actual ones, they're kind of like a third the size, if that. And of course, I'll be trying it first cold, like the normies do. Very Sour Patch Kids-like. But, yeah, it's basically, again, I'm getting mostly Fruit Loop. That kind of, maybe not entirely real fruit flavor, mixed with just a little bit of the sour. And, yeah. It's very crunchy. It's very colorful. And yeah. Let's go heat it up and see how it tastes after that. 40 seconds later. Didn't leave them in there quite as long as the last cereal I had, but ooh, it curdled. See that? That's weird. That is kind of weird. Yeah. Let me show you. It's got weird white bits in it now. Yeah. I wonder if that's the sour flavoring or. All right. Of course, that always brings out the flavor a little bit more. So much more fruity. Yeah, that basically kills the sour. Almost completely kills the sour. So if you basically just want it fruity with not as much sour, I mean, you're still getting a little bit, but it's not as much as when it's dried. If you're looking for something that will be a little bit less sour, pop it in the microwave, because apparently it kind of tamps it down a bit. Yeah. So if you're a fan of like Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops or pretty much any of the brightly colored fruit flavored cereals, I think you'll like this. And if you're a fan of the Sour Patch Kids, and if you live and eat and breathe those, I think you'll find something to like about these. They're not nearly as strong, but then you really don't expect that. I mean, it's a cereal version of a candy. Texture-wise, dry especially, they have a pretty good texture. You can really get your teeth into them. They're not too aerated. Yeah, not a bad lunch. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to get them, but as a lark, they're perfectly fine. Which is kind of like the Sour Patch Kids. I feel if you have like things like the Sour Patch Kids or Sour Patch Kids cereal, a little too often they kind of get, they lose their impact. So so only having them every once in a while is kind of a nice little treat, I think. And I think they'll do it. Yeah, I'd recommend them if you happen to like fruit flavor cereal things and the Sour Patch Kids. But I know a lot of people don't really care for that type of flavor, so if you don't, I'd steer clear. If you don't like the Sour Patch Kids, I would definitely say steer clear, because it's not like these aren't sour at all. They're not quite as sour as the candy itself, but they do have a twinge of sour in them. Which actually, now that I've had it, sitting around, even the warmed up, I can kind of taste it more of an aftertaste. So it's so this sour that's sweet is wrong. It is sweet, then it is sour, because it has the aftertaste that's sour. So yeah, a little false advertising there, Post. But otherwise, not bad. Not bad at all. I'd say it's okay. Until next time. by the way, did I mention that I won third place at the Watt City Festival's Mad Science Expo?